I have clients that send me specific posts and they're like, I want this. Can you do this? I want this exactly. Or what the hell is this thing? Because it looks delicious. I want to eat it now. Can we add this onto the menu? And I'm like, yep, this is what it's there for.
Hi, Chef. My name is Paola, and on this episode of Private Chef Interviews, we are joined by Chef Rachel Gabler-Kirbos, founder and owner of RJK Kitchen. Chef Rachel and her husband excel at making all kinds of events extra special. From small, intimate dinners to big bachelorettes and weddings. Through documenting her work, Chef Rachel has built an amazing online presence. And today, she will tell us all about online marketing and why social media is so important when building your private chef business.
It kind of didn't at first because I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't sure what to do. So there wasn't really anything in the beginning. I kind of started an Instagram page and it was more for fun to kind of just put things out there until it started to build and getting a following. And then it was like, oh, maybe I actually need to do some marketing and figuring it out instead of just, hey, here's some pictures. Instagram became our huge thing. When we hit like 7,000 to 10,000 followers, we realized like a lot of clients and people were finding us on Instagram. People were liking the content. They were seeing what exactly it was that we did specifically at events. And they're like, oh, okay, I know exactly what I'm getting, what I want. And we tried to grow Instagram the most because it's a showcase. It's videos, you're seeing clients, you're seeing weddings, you're seeing showers, bachelorettes, what they are, doing the ads on Instagram so that you can target things specifically to like certain areas and like people who are looking at like say like Newport, Rhode Island is a big one for us. Seeing people are searching things in different hashtags and you're like, okay. So we've stuck to mostly Instagram. We went through logos, which we didn't have in the very beginning, business cards and digital business cards, our shirts, which are now things we didn't have in the beginning because we didn't know what we were doing. And now we have all these different things that can kind of actually do marketing and people can recognize those things when they see them. It's been helpful on the website, having things in there, widgets and stuff like that. So being able to schedule a call, we have stuff on Calendly. A lot of people use them. I think I scheduled our thing on Calendly. Being able to just click and you have the widget in there, it takes you straight to it. And, you know, they could pick the things that they want. We have stuff where you can click and it takes you to our reviews on Google. You click things and it could take you to Instagram. You click on Instagram, it takes you to the website. Some things we've kind of figured out is like, especially on Instagram, when you're doing the targeting ads on there, you can put towns specifically, you can put zip codes, states and stuff like that. You put in the interests. So a lot of times we do a lot of bachelorettes. So we have things in there for people who are interested in bachelorettes, interested in wedding planning, bridesmaids, and different stores that like Kleinfelds and stuff like that, looking for things. And then hashtags, because a lot of people still use hashtags. Hashtag bachelorette weekend, a hashtag bachelorette chef, stuff like that. Having a hashtag for our business, RJK Kitchen, putting those in all our posts. So like things that people are following, they're going to get tied back to us. Instagram's the only one we really use. Facebook hasn't really been a thing for us, and it seems to be an older crowd it tends to be on, which we're not. I'm targeting people my age, younger. I am targeting people that are older than us too, but majority of the stuff we do are people who are getting married, 30s, 40s, 20s, stuff like that, and we get more of a response there. I don't always focus on engagement, which I feel like is the wrong thing, but a lot of the stuff that we're doing is like, we're posting events, So I guess it is engagement. So a lot of times, like when we're at an event, I try to make sure that I post something into our story. One of the big things is polls for some reason. With us, it seems to work having different pictures, like, you know, which entree would you like, which dessert, which thing should we make? Do you like this setup compared to this setup? But most of the time, it's just to show clients like who we are and what we're doing. A little bit easier because we can't have millions of photos and stuff like that up on our website to scroll through. But you go on Instagram, it's easier to scroll through the grid and you can pick the things you want. You can pick the videos. I like some engagement, the polls. It's fun getting some of the engagement and stuff like that and talking to people. But a lot of it is showing our clients who we are. And our clients, like if they're tagging them in their own posts so that they get to see the pictures and stuff too. A lot of times we do most of our posting like during the week, because on the weekend people are doing things. We're busy too, and nobody's paying attention to things then. So usually during the week after an event, usually recapping and like, oh, this was this event, you know, and the pictures, tagging the clients and stuff like that. A lot of times when we're at an event, if I have time, it's usually only appetizers because once I get into everything else, I forget. But having stuff up on stories with the, you know, the location tagged, or if the bride or someone's there, being able to tag them, and then that stuff is up. So my husband that works with me, he's always taking pictures of the groups, and he calls it ABC, always be clicking. A lot of times, especially on Instagram, they have it set like how much you want to pay per day, how many days you have it going. And a lot of times we're like $5 to $9 a day. Usually don't do more than that, just kind of to put a specific event post out for people to see. But I don't usually let it go too long, because after a few days, the post is old, not getting as much traction and interaction and stuff like that. So usually for like maybe like 2 days or so, put something or boost a reel, but not too much. Google, we've been doing it, I think, max of like $50 a month or something like that, because we're still figuring that one out and kind of trying it out. But we don't do too much because honestly on Instagram, $5 to $10 goes pretty far. Yeah, like you don't have to do too much, and especially if you're targeting a specific area. So like I was telling you earlier, like our pictures on Instagram, we have those on our business cards. So like different things on there so that when you're looking at it, you also remember, hey, this is what everything looked like, and different events and stuff like that. I think it's better. We originally had like something that was kind of plain, and then I'm like, no, I feel like food, it needs color, because you look at that, you'll see those exact photos on Instagram and on our website, because they're some of our favorite ones. And QR codes, that's something that we've been big doing, because it takes you QR codes straight to Google, it takes you straight to the website, it takes you straight to Instagram. It's something free that you can do, and it's limitless. Like literally you can do anything with it. So like when we have events and we have this out on the table, literally our digital business card, stuff to go find us on Instagram. So like if you scan the one code, we use Blink, and it's a digital card that has all your information. So when you scan it, it gives everything about us. You have a picture, so you remember that it was me. It has the name, phone number, email, the website, how to find like other stuff. A lot of times people scan it because Venmo doesn't always pop up if we don't have good service in some places. So I have the tip thing on the bottom. So some people use it for that, but it's cool because it links everything together. We just made shirts recently because it's popular, and Last Toast on the Coast is very popular. So we put it on the shirts and we wear those for those events, and like you see those in pictures on Instagram and everywhere else. So it's all tying together. Not knowing what to do in the beginning was definitely a challenge. First starting out, trying to figure out how to do everything. Like I said earlier, trying to go back to remember what I was doing in middle school, how to code things. Because I started on Wix, which is a lot of people, and it's super easy and it walks you through, but it wasn't meeting our needs. So we switched to Square, and Square kind of walks you through some of the stuff, but like the extra things that you want to put in there, like you need to know what you're doing. And there's a reason people get paid to do. There are so many things you don't realize that go into what you need to do. You need to have a logo, because eventually you do wind up becoming a brand, which I didn't realize was so important then. And then trying to figure out how to be personable online. Utilize social media. I spent this whole time talking about Instagram, but like Instagram is free unless you're doing like, boosting posts and doing ads, but Instagram is free. And when they Google you, it's going to give you Instagram. Putting your photos up there, getting your voice out there, showing people who you are, there's no reason not to. Or whatever social media that works, utilize social media because that's where so many people are now. Everything is based around social media. It's the easiest way to do it without knowing what you're doing. My name is Chef Rachel of RGK Kitchen. Thank you for watching us today. Follow us on social media for more interviews and to learn more about private chefing. Thank you.
Thank you for watching until the end. We hope this video gave you some insight on what online marketing is and how to start applying it to your business. If you want to learn more about how to start your own private chef journey, go check out our private chef school videos. If you like this one, give us a like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on that bell to get notified every time we upload a new one. See you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell to get alerts every time we upload a new video. I'll see you next time.